hope y'all is smooth. Join me on YouTube at Miss Uncut. Like, share, and subscribe. Say it so fucking fast. Like, share, and subscribe. Like my accent, y'all. Make sure you leave a comment if you want down below on my YouTube channel, Miss Uncut. SMOV. Yeah, but it was a awakening experience for me. It was, yeah, because you started to realize what was going on. I don't remember much. It wasn't that. You were a taxi driver. Yeah. That shit was fun. I ain't gonna hold you. It was fun, but a lot of things going on, like spiritually. There's a lot of spiritual warfare going on and shit around that time for me. Not, you know, like I felt like mainly at that point in time, I felt like that, you know, because I got sick and everybody was expecting the most out of me. Mainly, you know, like they expected the most out of me. And I was just like, yo, I can't provide, like, it was just like, you know, people really need to just like overextend myself, overexert myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, more than what I can. And I'm not fulfilling my cup. I'm not pouring into my cup. And everything was just about them. So, you know, like, because, you know, like, when you're raised a certain way, especially when it comes down to like somebody using you as a scapegoat, somebody using you as a black, like that, no, you know what I'm saying, like try to make you feel like that you have to explain everything that you do. Like, if you pick up your fork, you gotta explain that. Why are you picking up that fork? Oh, like you knocked something over, like, you know what I'm saying, like the world is going to end. Like, when you're brought up like that, it's kind of crazy. Is you know what I'm saying, like, it's great, like, oh, you got to please everybody, oh, nothing wrong, or like, or what, like, I'm grown now, like, or what is the or? Like, I'm allowed to make mistakes, you know what I'm saying, like, kids are allowed to make mistakes, adults are allowed to make mistakes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we grow from that shit. That's what you're supposed to be doing. From your mistakes, regardless of the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, oh yeah, nah, I fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I fucked up. Alright, bet. I know how to fix it. At least I know how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just letting things like that nature. Like, people are too uptight. This is the reason why shit get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh no, it's a little bit of room for error. Coming from the same people that causes the errors and try to blame somebody else and try, you know what I'm saying, trying to blame somebody else. Yeah, like trying to blame somebody else for their errors. That's like, nah, I didn't do it. Like, and more than likely, it's not even a big thing. Yeah, for Donka, like, it'd be a big thing, I promise you. It's just like, oh, that? You just worry about that part, that little part right there? Okay, we say, all right, what's the next issue? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the solutions for me. It's definitely the solutions. Like, don't, you know, like, don't make your kids, don't let your kids sit up there and act, you know, like, don't let your kids sit there and think that everything has to be perfect or everything gotta be, like, sometimes the perfection is the flaw. Like, I stand on that shit. I stand on that shit. Sometimes the perfection is the fucking flaw, yo. I mean, because this world is not perfect. So it's just like, you know, most of the time, the people, like, you know, a lot of the time the people that you trying to impress aren't the ones that you really want to impress in the first place. Those aren't the ones that you shouldn't be impressing. Because there's nothing to impress by them. Like, for me, I had to really, like, take a look at it. I had to say to myself, like, damn, you know, like, because how I look at it now, before, it's like, all right, I see the difference. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain people that I know that have my back and shit like that, and I would love to impress. You know what I'm saying? Like, not on some, you know, like, oh no, you on, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, you know, like, you on dick, like, sucking dick time, like, dick sucking time, this, that, or like, nah, it's not even about that. It has nothing, you know what I'm saying, like, it has nothing to do with that at all. So, like, yo, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm definitely willing to act a fool, put on a show, shit like that for some for me. Yeah, like people don't understand the difference. There's a difference in it. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, no, I'm not sucking up. I'm not kissing ass. I'm not sucking dick. Shit like that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the fact that like yo, it's you know, like it depends on what industry that you in. Yeah, depending on the industry you in, you'll be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna show my ass for you. I'm gonna definitely show out for you. Definitely, you know, like that's what I want to do. Like me, things like that nature. It's just that you know, most people don't understand that it's a timing thing too. At the same time, sometimes you can't really on the midst of while you know like on the midst of you trying to discover the things that you're trying to discover, especially within your own life story, within your own lifestyle or whatever happened. And you know what I'm saying, like certain things, and which is true, certain things that actually do that shit do follow them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it comes down to parents, and that shit boils down and buckles down to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes it's up to the kid to find out exactly what the fuck happened. You know how they be saying, oh yeah, if it wasn't for you and all that other shit, yeah, that's where that shit come from. Hell yeah, people go through it all the time. Unfortunately it's a natural thing. You know, like it's a normal thing. So like I just take it with a grain of salt and I keep it pushing. I'm like, all right, I discovered this. Yeah, like it depends on, because certain in consideration and how you look at things, so realize certain things need more time than others. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're gonna get bombarded. You're gonna get hit with so much shit, and you like damn. You know what I'm saying? Like some things it'll take you out. You be like, yo, you. It's not that you depressed. You just be like, yo, I need to really think about this. There's some shit right here. Like I discovered something big about my family. It could be family secrets, it could be work secrets, it could be relationship secrets with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. You know what I'm saying? On uncle shit. Relationship, yeah, like depending on the relationship. That's how I feel about it. I'm just like, some people get harder than others depending on what it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people like I remember people saying like, yo, some people they don't come back from certain family secrets, and they don't. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like I'm just like wow, like you know, and I guess that's what people expecting. Like, yeah, no, I know she's gonna ride on every single day. Sometimes it's not like. And like it depends on the situation, it depends on the, you know what I'm saying, like it depends on the subject. That's just what the fuck it is. Like I feel like the gods was like, yo, I'm gonna give you enough time. I'm gonna give you enough time so you can discover what you can discover and shit like that. You can take some time off. I'm like, take some time off. Yeah, for Donka, like I need some time. I'm like, how much time is this? You see how long this shit took? I mean, this is from June. You know what I mean? Like, it's from June. So I'm just like, oh shit. I didn't know it could really last long. And mind you, I gotta remind myself too at the same time, right? Like, you gotta remember how much time it's gonna take. It's kind of like a court case. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how a court case drags out. It could be from at least like 3 to 6 months to a year, what it is, depending on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on people court charges or not, what paperwork. It's all in the same. For me, it's all in the same, because like the things that I'm uncovering about my life right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, the court proceedings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could definitely, you know, like if only I had that, I would have been took his ass to court. I would have been like, yo, now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna hit you with some charges. I'm definitely doing that. definitely doing that to him, because it ain't no way for all of this time I didn't know anything about him, but he knew about me when it came down to and then, you know, like, it's the whole industry thing. It's just like, damn. Like, this was the whole thing the whole time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been so easy. Like, it could have been so easy. It could have been, you know, like, it could have been stopped from the jump. But somebody to actually go that hard against me, to go hard, you know what I'm saying, for my own, and for me to tell my own life story and shit like that, I'm just like, damn, like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, it don't make any sense. But I don't know. Like, when I was watching them kid, like when I was watching the kid videos and shit like that, I'm just something, I'm like, damn, I didn't even, damn sure didn't go watch, I didn't go watch all of them. Like, I maybe watched like 4 or 5 episodes of it, and that was it. So is that part. Everybody got their, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's story is not the same. So when I'm about to, what the fuck I'm about to do right now? Yeah. About to uncover some shit. I think it's gonna, yeah, I think it's it. I don't know exactly, but I kind of feel that way. Yeah, like, I'm hoping I hope right here when it comes down to the situation, because it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I took so much time off. And it was something every day. It was just like, this is what you need to know. This is what you need to know. It's every day. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, wait a minute. Can we like slow down on the process a little bit? But it's just like, nah, the gods is like, the ancestors looking at it like, yo, listen, it's gotta be uncomfortable. Let's go. I'm like, God, this is so fucking crazy. Like, this shit is crazy. Yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, I mean, it's like, I don't know. Like, most people are trying to figure out, like, how the fuck did she figure that? How, like, what type of resources did she have, and this, that, and third? It's like, I don't think it really matters. It's just the fact that it's like, why lie? You know what I'm saying? Like, why cap so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, on some, but then I gotta remember at the same time, it's just, you know, like, a lot of things were, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was lie. It was nothing but lies. It was fabricated. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody wanted to be like some type of hidden treasure. Yeah, like, it was a hidden treasure. Like, oh, like a hidden puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's all about self-discovery, all this other crazy bullshit. And I'm just like, this is the part I didn't sign up for. I didn't sign up for this. So, and most of us didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, this right here is wow. The reason why I say, you know, most of the time, like, this is the reason why I found that, you know what I would like? I was gonna say, I forgot. I think the main thing for people to do is just like, yo, I mean, like, cause I understand people like treasure hunts. This is how I felt about it. I felt like I was on a from Queens to Brooklyn to Manhattan to the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, going all the way out there to Yonkers, all of that shit, standing out, everything. And it's just like, I'm getting clue after clue after clue after clue. I feel like it was a big ass treasure whole job. Exactly how I felt. So I think that's the reason why. Maybe when I was really, I really wanted to be an attorney, because I kind of, you know, I I felt like that I had like a natural knack for it, but at the same time, like I wanted to see how much. So I didn't really start getting that feeling until maybe no, like a strong feeling for it. Oh my god, it was a back and forth thing. I can't tell y'all. Like I know when I wanted to be an attorney, I used to see women, you know what I'm saying, like pull it down. They was beautiful as fuck. They knew exactly what they was talking about. They knew how to communicate. I think that was the main thing. Like a lot of people thought, I'm gonna hold y'all up. And there was so many people, they actually thought that when they looked at me, it's like, oh, she's a, you know, like she's a lesbian, whatever. She's into women. Like, no, I believe, like, because, you know, like I used to see the prime examples of what a woman was. You know what I'm saying? Like she was you know what I'm saying, like more than likely she was independent, but at the same time you could call her independent, and she was married too at the same time. So that was one thing I didn't understand. They actually broke it down for me, and it was like, yeah, well, you know, like a woman can be independent and strong while she's married. So I was just like, how is that if she's independent if she's married? It was like, no, the fact that the marriage, you know what I'm saying, the marriage where she has to be single at, yeah, right, for example, like that she don't have to be single in fuck, explain that shit. It goes like, okay, she could be independent in her career, right? She's independent in her career, but obviously she's not single, she's married, right? So meaning that, you know what I'm saying, like she actually have some type of agreement on where they actually share things at, like they how to actually separate the home from work. Because, you know, like if you don't do that, then you pretty much fuck, right? So it's not the right. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to have a marriage at all whatsoever. So you got to learn how to combine the two. You got to learn how to mix the two and everything. So that's what I started understanding. I was like, okay, I get it. Like, regardless of the fact, she can be independent in the relationship. She could, you know, pay for certain things. He has to pay for shit too. Like he's not going to leave her out there just to sit up there and be like, well, you know, like I'm going to just be the stay-at-home dad or whatever. Like, like if he pretty much could put his 2 cents in, he could definitely put his, you know what I'm saying, he could definitely put his hands in to get dirty too at the same time. It's just that factor, you know what I mean? Like that's how I seen it. So I was just like, okay, so like the man in it too, like he's not just dependent on the wife. So it's that. Like y'all, so it's just, you know, like it's definitely that factor for me. So that's what I understood. But then, you know, like it's more, obviously it's more than that. Obviously it's way more than that. Like it's like the timing. Some deal with long distance relationships. Some people can't even deal with short. Like the crazy thing about it is, like some people they don't even know how to deal with short distance relationships. It is what it is. So, you know, like you thought a long distance relationship is hard, a short term, like I know those don't exist at all, like whatsoever. Like I mean, unless you know, yeah, some shit like that. Other than that, short-term relationships are definitely hard. I mean, short distance relationships are definitely hard. So, yeah. Like from a short distance, people be thinking like, you know, like, I mean, and like people actually do it. Like that's what they do. They, you know, like they cheat on each other from a short distance. It is what it, you know what I'm saying? Like it is what the fuck it is. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I know we don't have any choice but to adult, you know what I'm saying? Because we are already adults. I just think that it's just like, I don't feel like adulting, but you don't have a choice. Like, unless you stay in your house all fucking day. Other than that, you gotta, like, you really don't have a fucking choice unless you just stay in your house all fucking day. So you could just act like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can be a kid, and there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, you don't eat tea? Don't eat it, no. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, like, you got the right to, you know, like, they got the right to sit up there and, you know, have their kid moment and what the fuck they do. That's normal. You in your crib, you around the people that you could be childlike around and shit like that, and you not trying to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the remaining factor right there. But other than that, shit, like, going too far, like, sometimes you're going too far. Like, some people just go too far, period. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, in my situation, for example, like, that motherfucker was going way too, he was just pushing it. Like, he was just doing way too much. That's another word of, like, you doing way too much. Some people don't even touch. They don't look at they don't really look at the word way too, like, you're doing way too much. You tell somebody that now, it's just like, oh, no, I'm not. But if you say you're blowing it out of proportion, you're over exaggerating, you're too, appreciate it. Like, if you say your things, if you say that, you know what I'm saying, like, you're taking it too far, you know what I'm saying, like, you're pushing it, like, you know what I'm saying, pushing the fucking, what they used to say, push the, I don't even say push the envelope, like, you just, you know what I'm saying, like, you're being overbearing and shit like that. You gotta go back to those words just because of the fact that some people, that's all they fucking understand. You know what I'm saying, like, they don't get the new lingo. They just be like, you know, they'll brush it aside because it sounds so fucking light. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just, sometimes you just gotta get real, like, yo, listen, nah, I understand the words, you know, like, you doing too much ain't working for you. Like, those that's not working for you. So let me try this instead. Like, by me, that you're doing way too fucking much, what I really mean is you're being fucking overbearing. Like, you're being super selfish. Once you say the word selfish, people go fucking ballistic. It's like, that's like a 10. I feel like the word, like, if you put certain, like, fucking words on a scale, right? For some people, you put that bitch on a scale from 1 to 10. I think you say selfish, because even me, like, yo, like what? Because even with me, I'd be like, what? Selfish, like, you say the word humble. What, like, what? Don't, like, me, I'd be like, what? Don't ever tell me to be humble to nobody. Like, I don't have no right to be humble. That I don't need to be. At the same time, I don't believe in that. That's my belief. You know what I'm saying? Like, after all of the shit that I went through, I don't have no reason to have to be, because my God's is like, no. Like, always defend yourself. Always sit up there and stand up. Like, every situation is not a triggering situation. Every situation is not for you to sit up there and defend yourself. Sometimes you just sit back and you just chill. Like, all of that. Like, I get that part. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, they understand certain lingo, they understand certain words. You gotta understand what somebody else understand. Like, yo, listen. Like, even when you say, like, extreme, right? When somebody say, yo, you about the, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I your situation, or if it was some shit like, you know, like, that shit could really kill you. Like, they got you in some shit that could have been, you know what I'm saying, really detrimental. And the motherfucker just brush that shit off. Oh, nah, man, you could just brush it off. Like, brush it off? Fuck you talking about brush it off. Oh, I almost lost my fucking life. Man, ain't that, when people start talking about saying shit like that, like, oh, it ain't that, what you mean? You What you talking about? Like, this was me. This was my life, not yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain key words that you gotta tell them, motherfucker, because how they not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put my motherfucking life in danger for real. It's certain things, certain words that people understand to fucking get for real. Until they, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, or they just one of those people where none of those words actually affect them until it actually happened to them. That's the only time. And they, you know what I'm saying, in they mind, that's the only time that shit account. They just be like, oh yeah, nah, we just gonna brush it to, like long as it didn't fucking, you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm just in certain aspects, I feel like in certain aspects and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, like, nah, as long as that shit ain't happen, because obviously I wasn't there. Now, if I was the one, if I was in place, you know what I'm saying, and I was involved and that shit happened to, like, in my fucking situation, like I said before, then, you know what I'm saying, like, that's definitely granted. That's different. Yo, thank y'all for joining my live. I'm on a train right now. I gotta go. But I'm gonna try to get on my live once I get to my destination. So go look for what I'm fucking looking about now. Y'all, I appreciate y'all joining my live. I'm Smooth. Yo, I'm Miss Uncut. Smooth. Join me on YouTube at Miss Uncut Smooth. I'll talk to y'all in a minute.